Hello, my name's Wyatt Harris, and I chose to go with public opinion for my lecture. Its definition: What is public opinion? It is defined as political attitudes expressed by ordinary people. This would be like, a group of people, and if all their idea was the same, then you could classify that as a public opinion. You could see that a lot in communities, small communities, where public opinion it means a great deal. So, according to the framers, actually, no. Why is it important? Why is it important to democracy? It is important to democracy because it is the essence of a republic, and that means that people have a say in their government, which a lot of other countries do not. For example, like Russia or China, you don't have a lot of say, but that's why it's important because you can express your public opinion in a democracy, where in those countries with their type of government, you really can't. People need to stay up to date with their country's politics because it's very important, and I don't think it's taken as serious as it needs to be. According to the framers, it was limited to voting, and all they cared about was how people voted. But public opinion is very strong, so that can really force a lot of people to just have their mindset on one thing, and that's getting people to vote, making sure they're voting for them as well. Political culture. Its definition: it's a set of attitudes, beliefs, and sentiments. Political culture nowadays it's very vast. There's a lot of different political groups and how people identify politically. There's a lot of that, and a lot of variety is a better word to use. So, and I can't say it's any worse than it was in the past. Politics is politics, but things age fine, some do not. American political culture, that's a system of shared political beliefs, customs, traditions, and like values. This can range from person to person. Obviously, everyone's different. Everyone might have more stronger beliefs than the next person. It just really determines on how serious they take their culture, their political culture. American especially. American political culture is very intense. Political socialization. That is, it's a learning process by which people develop an understanding of their political identities and opinions. So, it is basically a person finding out, who they are politically, what side they're on. And that's just not Republican, Democrat. Politics goes way deeper than that, and it's more, I'd say, discovering your beliefs. And political agents, they are political socialization agents. They are institutions, and they work together to influence and shape people's political and economic norms and values, to try, to get them to come over to their side and persuade them, using political facts, sometimes opinions. But Next would be personal characteristics, and that's when individuals learn and frequently internalize a political lens framing their perception. And like I said before, perception, I didn't say anything about perception. Like I said before, person finding out their beliefs, and there's different perceptions on different beliefs, so that ties into that as well. How to determine a public opinion. Elections, it's very clear in the polls. You would see, take the president, for example. Every 4 years, we elect a new or keep the same president, unless it's their second and final term. But you will be able to see that in the poll at the end, whoever comes out on top, that's the public opinion, that's the majority, you know. Same with different years for other governing positions, and but what a poll would be, the correct name for that would be survey sampling. That's correctly how you would determine the public opinion. And public opinion polls, they're best measured opinion polls, and they're used to take and collect info by asking people questions that can range from thousands of things. It's just, sampling these answers from random people or not random people. Then you're going to get a biased outcome. But what does a good poll look like? Well, a good poll would look very organized and put together. But a bad poll would look like numbers all over the place. You don't really know what you're looking at, per se. It may be not titled or up to date. Up to date is a big thing for polls, especially if it's like an active, thing in the news or something like the presidency. And citizen feedback. How are the questions worded? The questions are worded, they're clear, specific, and each respondent will be able to answer whatever question. And you may ask, how will these people be contacted for the poll? Well, they could be contacted through the email, mail, phone. You can see it on the news. There's just about 1,000 ways nowadays to be contacted for polling, sampling, survey sampling. Some obstacles to taking a good / reliable public opinion poll. Reliable polls can be like the main source of a problem with voting in itself, because people don't want to vote because they don't know if the poll itself is reliable in any way. So that is a big issue. And timing is affected by that. Just people try to put people put off to the last second to do things, and sometimes they don't think clear or think about it long enough. Keeping a random sample. Random samples are the best way to find out the best way to find a good, reliable public opinion, because it's not going to be biased. It's going to be random people that don't know what they're getting asked, and they're going to answer truthfully, hopefully, but still, it would be a random sample and wouldn't be biased. question wording, and it would be how easy and organized. Also, how fast to understand and how fast to answer. Thank you so much. Have a great day.